Okay, hey everybody, I am doing another tutorial on social media bar. A lot of people are still having some problems and I'm not quite sure why. So I'm going to go through this very slowly and try and figure out what it is you're having problems with. Okay, so I just did a blog and here's my blog. I just posted it and right now I want to put it onto social media bar. Okay, so I just want to point out two things. If you go to the home page of my blog, this is my URL, empowernetwork.com/, blah, 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 Bloomer78, ID78. Okay, that is not the correct URL. Each one of your blog posts, some of you may say this is obvious, but some people really don't know that this is obvious. For each one of your blog posts, when you click into it, the URL is going to change because each one of your blog posts has a unique URL directing them to this particular post or whatever post it is that you're speaking about. And this is the one that I'm talking about. You can find your URL at the very top of your browser and I highlight it and I right click on my mouse and I copy it just like that. And I go back to my social media bar tab and I want to post this in my destination URL. That's where I want people. This is the content I want people to see when they go to this social media bar. Okay, the page title is pretty easy. You go back to your blog, and this is the title of my page. I want to copy that, and I'm going to put it right here in my page title. Now the description can be whatever you want. I highly recommend that in your description you use your keyword because that is going to help you in the searches when you are publishing and syndicating this. So what I like to do, I don't know if this is the best way to do it, but what I do is I find a kind of a paragraph or a little blurb on my blog that I copy into it. Hopefully that will get people to want to read it. So I'm just going to do this. You must realize people are reading your wall and comments all the time, so you really need to think about your Facebook wall comments before you post them. I'm going to copy that. I have my keyboard in there. I'm going to paste it right in here. Okay, so we're almost done. These are the two things I feel, other than the destination URL, I feel this is the hardest, not the hardest, but the problem that most people have. Now, every social media bar frame is going to begin with social media bar, okay? So I've bookmarked all my social media bars, but here, this is like the one that I did on wrestling, okay? I did a lot on wrestling, but social media. Notice that the after it says socialmediabar.com, it says the wrestling journey continues, okay? If I go to this one, it says socialmediabar.com, Olympic medals, okay? So each one of your social media bars and everybody's social media bars has to have a specific unique title after the socialmediabar.com. So that's where this URL slug comes in. The URL slug is the ending that you're picking out to go in after where it says socialmediabar.com. Now, a lot of people have problems because they think they're just going to put a slug in. And you have to remember that you are not the only one using social media bar. So the idea here, so that your URL slug will be accepted by the social media bar, would be to come up with a unique slug that you can be sure, nobody's going to have. So, my title here is the importance of Facebook. So I'm just going to put, I really highly doubt that somebody has my name with the keyword Facebook, Cindy Facebook tips. Okay, that's all I'm going to do. And I doubt anybody has this behind their social media bar. It could be, but I doubt it. Okay, so that's one way I get around. Now the image URL, it will not let you use an image from your Empower Network blog. Okay, so there is a way around that. And what I do is I want to do a search because this is on Facebook. Let's just say tips. Okay. I don't know if you guys know this, but when you do a search up here, there's a tab and you can hit on images. And here's a bunch of images. Okay. I'm going to use this one. Kind of like it. Okay, so what you do is you click on it. It takes you to this window here. And if you click on where it says View Image Details, you'll notice a few things. You'll see just your image on the page. You will notice the URL will end in a JPG or something else. If it ends in anything but JPG or PNG, you can't use it. So I'm going to use this one, and I'm just going to copy it. I'm going to go back to my social media bar, and I'm going to paste it. Okay, I notice that it has a JPEG in there. It doesn't say Empower Network. I'm going to be able to create my link. I'm pretty sure this is going to go through because some of the reasons why it won't go through is it will say the URL slug hasn't been taken, or it will give you a problem or an issue with your image URL. I'm going to hit create link and see what happens. I usually don't have a problem unless I have, okay, so there it is. I have framed it. And here is now my social media bar. Notice here it says Cindy's Facebook tips. Again, here's my social media bar with my blog. Here is my blog. The only difference here is it has been framed by the social media bar so that it is, not picking up on the fact that it's an Empower Network, and you can share this all over. So I really hope that helps you guys with the social media bar. It's been frustrating for some people, and I'm just trying to help those people who have been a little frustrated with it. One of the things that I do recommend, now that I have this social media bar blog post, I always save it into my social media bar bookmarks. And the reason why I do this, if you look, I have all of these. You can't even see the bottom because you're not seeing my whole square, but that way, if I ever want to go back and try and promote something that I can just go back and pull up this, say, Monster Cash that I've been advertising, and just go start marketing it again, and see where we go with it. I won't have to put it in a social media bar. I won't have to remember what URL slug that I used. I saved it here, and then I can just grab this and start advertising and reposting it and resyndicating it. So I hope those tips are helpful. Look, 75 people have liked this post, so that's actually pretty good. I like that. So anyway, hope this helps you with your social media bar, and good luck. Go post and use your social media bar to help get some syndication out there. Have a great day. Talk to you soon.